going on? So get right to it. Recently took a trip to Puerto Rico. Before the trip, I'm the type of person who I believe in carrying some kind of protection with you at all times. So before the trip, I was online looking for all kind of information on traveling to Puerto Rico with a firearm, um, and I saw all kind of answers. Some places were saying no, it's impossible. You know, you had to be law enforcement to take it. Um, other places that I looked up, I saw yes, you could take it, but you had to fill out, 5, 6 different forms. You had to notify the police you were coming. You had to send them your serial number. All kind of other stuff that really didn't sound right. So what I decided to do was email the ATF directly. I tried to call local law enforcement, tried to give the ATF a call, but I always kept getting the answer machine, or it was after hours. I never get anybody on the phone, so I emailed them directly. What I found out was, yes, you can fly with your firearm to Puerto Rico if you're a resident of the United States and you're coming from the United States. You're good. It's just like any other domestic flight because Puerto Rico is not an international flight. It's domestic. So follow the same process. You know, uh, pack your firearm in a locked case inside of your check bags. Make sure your magazine is separate from the firearm. Make sure no ammo is in the firearm or the magazine. Make sure your ammo is stored separately in its own case, either the original manufacturer's case or some kind of aftermarket case, just to keep the ammo secure. Um, declare it to the airlines once you get to the airport. Do not take your firearm to the TSA checkpoint. It'll be a bad day for you. You get to the airport, declare the firearm with the airline. You fill out a piece of paper just basically stating that the weapon is unloaded, no ammo in it, and that's it. They take your bag, you going on your way. Um, the only difference that I came across this time, well, let me say this. So normally, when I have taken my firearm, I want to say just about every single time I was flying in the South. So I'm flying from Georgia, so I've flown to Texas a couple times, I've flown to Florida. So South may be a little different to me. So normally, those situations, I always went through the same process, and then my bag would just come out on the regular baggage claim carousel with everything else. Um, but this time, uh, after I arrived in Puerto Rico, I actually had to go to the baggage claim security office, um, and just had to show him my ID or tell him my name because I didn't show him my ID there. Just told him my name. The guy found my bag and gave it to me, and I was off. Simple as that. Um, Coming back, same process. Now leaving from Puerto Rico, don't get alarmed, but you gotta when you first go into the airport, you gotta send your bags, check bag, and carry on through like a little screener thing. It's no big deal. You don't panic or whatever. So like I said, run that through there, then do the same process. Declare it to the airline you're flying with. Fill out the little declaration tag. Just really sign your name, date. Same process, and you're gone. So if you're looking to fly to Puerto Rico from the United States, you can take your firearm. You don't need any special forms to fill out. You don't need to notify anybody. It's the same process as if you were flying anywhere else in the United States. So ignore all the other stuff you heard. I literally just did this a week ago. I just got back uh, 3 or 4 days before recording this. So no issues. I had no issues, no problems. Now I will say, a lot of people must not do this because once I was coming back to Atlanta and I was at the airport in San Juan, the guy, the Delta counter, he was whispering, "Is it unloaded? Is it?" So it was kind of weird, but maybe they're just not used to a lot of people coming there with firearms. Because, like I said, from all the information I've seen and read, a lot of of people may not even know you can actually do this. So, but like I said, you can do it. It's just like any other domestic flight. No issues, no problems. You don't have to notify anybody. Just make sure you got everything locked up. And actually, this is the case I use. The life pod. It's awesome. And they actually have a bigger one. The 2.0 is a little bigger than this. I took that, and I actually took my GX4. Just needed something light. I don't, because I knew Puerto Rico was hot. I'm gonna be wearing a lot of shorts, sweatpants, stuff like that, loose clothing. So I didn't want to take none of my bigger firearms, some that'll, weigh everything down. I ain't want to do that, and I don't like the wearing like the belly bands and what's that, the Enigma holsters, all that. I'm not doing all that. So took my GX4 down there, you know what I'm saying, so I could have something a little light, packed in the life pod. It was good to go. So like I said, you can fly to Puerto Rico with your firearm. Don't listen to none of these other people saying something you can't do it, you're gonna get locked up. None of that. You good. Just make sure you go, make sure you take the proper steps, just like you flying everywhere else. And that's it. Go.